Fighting out of the red
Hell no, why's your
corner
guy so thick?
from Peru. Wearing the white trunks trimmed with yellow. The
Boy caked up in the back,
Mid.
bro. I saw it.
Fighting out of the blue
Look
corner
at
from the United States of America.
it. What the hell?
The Giant.
And this one has all of those
Bro, it
big
means no
fight
difference to
feels
me.
you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan
Look
like
at them
me,
shorts, though.
this is what I live for.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight.
Be alright, be alright.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Do you believe this? It's all offense all the time. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
He takes that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't find a home for that jab. Throws the jab but does not score. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
An uppercut does not score. Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them
That's a terrible
finally
round,
comes
that
to a close.
Come on,
Bell, sometimes
it's better than this guy.
There's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. These two fighters are made for one another. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. Nice stop, but that won't score. perfect counter shot. Straight right just misses. The courage on display here is incredible. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics, they know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Straight right just misses. They both want the knockout. Caution is being thrown to the wind. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
Don't want to lose this fight.
There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have.
And that body shot
Get it, bro.
folded in
Get
like
it.
an old t-shirt.
Where did that come from? What a shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Just misses with that uppercut. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The straight right just misses. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. The jab doesn't quite connect. 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
There's the bell to start round 4. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
That counter shot lands. Misses with the jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. That hook's blocked. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That punch landed. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Punch, counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope that...
Switch back on. Get focused.
There's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. There's a counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That uppercut just missed. And he misses with that jab. One punch could change everything in this battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the tournament's got...
It's a tougher fight. And he's going to come.
Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. Nice counter. Don't score with that right uppercut. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance,
I need you to
without
go
a
back
doubt,
out there
made
and
look
get
so...
one time. Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
Here comes round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. And down goes the myth. That punch
get
to
the
the
fuck
head
outta
looks
here.
so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really
What, he didn't hit
appreciate
me?
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Beautiful counter shot. Tried to score with a jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart.
Round 8, and we're off again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They said that when you got knocked down too.
Nice punch. A perfect counter lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Right uppercut just off target. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that jab. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Well done with that counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And he scores with the counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that
Get out
round.
there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Another scoring shot there. Nice counter punch. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Straight, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yes, sir. We fight on here. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that?
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down.
5.
It's round 10. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, without thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Timing beats speed, speed beats power. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot.
Let's go.
No one's standing up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Bro, how'd you get up at 6? There's no
A
way.
lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run.
How did you get up at 6?
There's the bell to start round 11. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not done twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Both men step back for just a moment. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. frustrating because if you let him get away with it, he slows you down.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. Hey, those punches add up. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
On to the 12th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How do they use this fight as aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
A perfect counter lands. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
If you're in with a powerful puncher, you know you've got to use brain, use smarts over it, because that powerful puncher knows he can depend on that power alone and neglect the technical side. You've got to be smart, frustrate them, use their own power against themselves.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous. You know
I do
what?
what you gotta do, you know?
Smarts, that is. A total change of
Jeez.
styles to make sure they got it.
Look at
And
my
every
face.
round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so
You
obvious.
should have seen the meter to call a TKO on my face. Look at lip swell there. Damn, how did I win round 10? Oh, because I got knocked down. That's crazy. Hey, GG's, man.